thanks for joining us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the MudCats. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go, and towing the slab, MudCat Steele. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy.
So the leash could be very short tonight for MudCat Steele because I'm dumb and decided to start back-to-back games with MudCat, which we all know how that went last time out.
Randy Arozarena, the leadoff batter.
Randy Arozarena starting things off for the Mariners. And hey, ground ball to Rock. Two-pitch result on the way here in the first inning. So, let's see, Dylan Moore, Victor Robles, no Julio Rodriguez today, but we do have to face Cal Raleigh and Rowdy Tellez, so some guys that can still get it done with the power. Dylan Moore, second batter in the game for Seattle.
With 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing they can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent
long relievers John Long and Shep Boyardee could see some action today, depending on how things are going for Steele. And, of course, the MudCats offense.
Good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
High fly ball to left center field. Don't think that's pretty well struck. Evo had a bunch of time to get underneath that, and there's 2 gone here in the first.
Space is empty. Here's Victor Robles.
Robles, ball 1. I miss when every team had road grades.
And that's downstairs.
I'm not a traditionalist in a lot of senses, but I do miss that, and I don't even really know why. Ground ball. Ash, this could be one hell of a play. The jump throw. The call is safe. This could get looked at.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You got it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really
great effort from shallow left field.
That ball and make it close at first, and not every shortstop can even
by
make
a step,
that play.
Not even a full step.
At first,
great one there for Robles. And here's Raleigh.
2 for 7 in the series so far. And first off,
now we might not be seeing the Cal Raleigh that you would expect here today. Maybe never mind. He's sitting here on 23 home runs. It's still pretty good. Not what he's doing IRL.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
1 and 2. Now make it 2 and 2.
And it's 2 and 2.
Just don't make a big mistake to Raleigh. Oh, he didn't. Struck him out.
And that is that.
1 out, Syrah. 2 out single, rather, against MudCat Steele. But that is great stuff, given what we're used to seeing from MudCat. See if a little home cooking can get these MudCats bats going. Last few games that we played have really stunk. And actually, so this is the same exact pitching matchup. Luis Castillo. Well, actually, no. I think I'm confusing 2 different series. Never mind. We just faced Castillo in Road to the Show. That's what that was. Ooh, they have the Nintendo Switch 2 ad patch on the sleeve now. Well, the only left-hander in the lineup. Here is Evo.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Eve.
Why do I first pitch swing? Why do I do it all the time?
Kenzone racing over to make the catch.
The pitch up and inside on Evo. What the fuck am I thinking?
A big factor for them in recent games. Austin Rock.
What a great talent. I mean, the kind of player who can.
What happens generally if I play this, as I play this game more and more, and every day, I used to fall into that a long time, and then days off, I would come back and just be like decent again. One pitch, one out here in the first inning, but ball one
Castillo, multi-time
to
All-Star.
Anthony Rock. I still haven't fixed that scoreboard in center, by the way.
A sinker, and he works in a changeup. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that
I'm not a big fan.
And you see the results.
Rock with a bullet single to the left side.
So they get a man
Well, exit Velo and Tigers franchise is long gone, but maybe here in MudCats we can still hit balls hard.
And then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
That's Austin Rock, the one that's supposed to have the real power.
Austin Rock. Strike one. Castillo was superb the last time on the hill, tossing a shutout. Next offering is in for a strike.
Boog, that shutout he threw is very impressive.
Quickly 0-2.
We probably won't see anyone ever get close to Walter Johnson's
grounder. It's going to be a tough turn for two, but they're going to give it their best shot. And a double play to end the inning.
And we're scoreless here on the show.
So much for tough. They made it look easy. Sheesh. J.P. Crawford has been an enemy of mine in MLB The Show for a while.
Second inning set to go. And stepping in for the
Here's
Mariners,
Luke Raley.
Changeup
will drop in.
Well, a good first pitch changeup there in order to be effective.
Good to be back at home. We haven't seen much of this ballpark yet.
Speed, and it's got to be down in the zone.
There's a strike.
It's
a hard fastball from Steele. And now the 0-2.
That fastball was
swing and a miss. Went after the sweeper. Thought it was going to come back a little bit farther. Never did. Steele racks up strikeout number 2. Take a look at the movement on this thing. I'm never going to hit the outer edge.
He expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it.
Rowdy Tellez.
And keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
Rowdy Tellez in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Oh boy. Evo, bad jump. Rowdy Tellez.
And that one hops the wall.
Beyond for extra bases. Even with his 7 speed, the big fella.
Seems like he
trots in to second base.
Right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed.
It's one of the biggest threats in this Mariners lineup here today, though, with no Julio Rodriguez. So hopefully we can get out of this, or at the very least, limit damage. Jorge Polanco is a guy that's given us a few fits, though.
First 2 games of the series, he's 0 for 8.
Ooh, went after that curveball and was throwing outstanding. Oh, into left. Willie Mays Hayes charges. They do hold Tellez at third base. Not like I thought they were going to send him.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but
pulled a fastball away. Here's Canzone.
Nice line drive.
Ground ball. This could get us out of the inning. Throw back from Ash and a double play. Couple of one-out hits for the Mariners. And just like that, the threat is over. Great stuff.
Bottom half of inning number 2.
Well, you take a look at our only all-star, at least in the chat players, here for season 1, the Turbo Yoda.
Castillo back to work. The dude was recently in the All-Star game.
I really haven't been able to do much in-game with Turbo Yoda yet. Most of his stats that he's racked up this year are in the sim. I've really kind of sucked with him in-game.
A lot of good players who had really nice careers, but never played in the All-Star game.
Hard hit, right field, gonna stay in the yard. I think, yep. Just shy of the warning track on a deep fly ball from the Turbo Yoda.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Jordan.
And now the first baseman, Jordan Dean.
245, 20 home runs for me.
Recently, not uncommon for rookies. Swing and a miss.
Wanted to hold back so bad. Didn't.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month. but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300.
Chopper, second base, gloved, of course.
That's out number 2.
Well, quickly 2 away. And this middle of the order for the MudCats has been a big reason for our struggles. I feel like I got to get dropped in the order, maybe even Turbo Yoda, I don't know.
She's been on fire at the dish lately, batting over 300 so far this month.
Woo. She swings and misses.
Maybe.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and she guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Yeah, I just feel like this lineup in general just needs a shakeup.
And a pitch. That
2-1.
misses. Ball 2.
Luis Castillo chance to get through 2 in under 20 pitches, which is bad news for us.
And she chases a high fastball there.
Throw her another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball.
I still do struggle, and there's just no real way to get it fixed, given that we have just so many different heights on this team. I'm sitting there thinking that that's a strike.
Pitch misses.
Full count.
3-2 now.
Willie Mays Hayes due up next. And a walk to Ash.
And that is ball 4.
Well, the 2 strikes in that at bat, arguably both on bad swings. Castillo didn't really ever bring Ash anything, and now here's Hayes.
Will produce a 2-out RBI.
This is going to be tough. They went to second, and they do not get the out. And really, there was no good chance there. Ash beats it out at second. I mean, Willie Mays Hayes is already on first base. He's that quick.
The next to hit.
Here's Pat.
2 for 6 so far in the series. Fought off foul. Ziegler, the lead runner at second. Hayes on at first with 2 down.
We do at least get Castillo 220 pitches.
Oh, it's in there for a strike and quickly nothing at 2.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these
yeah.
are tough spots.
What are you going to do?
Pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
Swings and misses on the
That's really great stuff from Luis Castillo. He just dotted 3 corners. That one was a little bit up, but way too close to take in an 0-2 count.
And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Yeah. Well, the Pats had some struggles this year, but also, I mean, what are you going to do with any of that? Can't blame them too much for that one. I love how the A's logo is still there. I know we pointed that out before, but it really feels like they haven't done anything to deal with any of the issues that a created team franchise has. Scoreless as we start the 3rd.
And that misses. Ball 1. Crawford, a former Gold Glove winner, hitting 9th in today's lineup. A former first-round pick
also misses.
Back in 2013.
That's what you'll have from MudCat.
Swinging a foul out of play.
Fan just grabbed a pretzel through a seat back there. I want to see if we can catch that on the replay. I think it's somewhere over here. I think it's this guy in the white. So his nachos disappear as he set them down in the seat. And then right after that, a pretzel just manifests. And he grabs it. Normal stuff happening here in Nashville.
And the next pitch is way outside.
We're going to take a risk here. Oh, wow, he got that. Ash cuts it off. Throw. Good play.
And she gets him. Nicely done.
Little nubber right back up the middle. Good thing that Crawford doesn't have a lot of speed, otherwise nothing good's happening there. Here's a Serena.
First time off.
Grounder and by at third base. 1-out single yet again for the Seattle Mariners.
Here's Dylan Moore. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. The changeup missing. Ball 1.
Not in love with that call.
Just missed.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation,
One way to get a strike.
2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Popped up.
Next offering popped it
Coming
in
is
right field.
Hayes for the second out.
Overstreet hauls it in, 2 away.
Well, now
And now it's Victor
Robles.
Robles up to hit. Reached on an infield single his first time.
fouled off.
Swing and a line.
Watch out, bullpen.
Off to the right. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
Hey, we take those. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Rock going back. This is going to be tough. At the wall, it is just ever so slightly gone.
Season, it's 2-0.
He's really seeing the ball.
Oh, I thought we had that.
What's going to happen when you're locked in like this?
Got back there perhaps just a little bit late. Damn it.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here.
Victor Robles will make it 2-0. That was in on the hands.
Attempt at the wall, though. He really
My
gave a
goodness.
terrific
How
effort
close
to
were
try
we?
and bring that one back.
And now
Well, we're not going to see. Sweeper never came down. So let's take a look. I just want to know how close Rock was to robbing this thing. At the wall, elite. And no. I don't know why you even get a home run robbery animation on those. I mean, you had no chance to get
for
that.
Seattle, Cal Raleigh.
Here's Big Dumper. And out one down the line. Willie Mays Hayes is fast, but he's not that fast.
Gets down in the corner. And
All
he's in
with
at second
2
with a
outs
2-out
right
double.
now. Mariners have finally gotten to MudCats
No waiting
Steel.
around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Put a very
Now
nice
Luke
swing on
Raley.
that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an
Got it.
outfielder.
There's the strike.
Top corner.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And that's
Swing and a miss. Sweeper tied him up.
The third out, so we take a break.
Well, a 2-run home run
Across
for
to score
Victor
in the inning,
Robles.
courtzy of this 2-run homer.
Mariners
It's
have been the
now
better
a
team here
2-0
early
ball
on,
game.
but how the fuck? That should have been a foul ball. Look at that thing. That hit the Chandler logo.
As we go to the last of the third. And now Jordan Guy.
I know we've gone to the replay a good bit here. I'm telling you. Let's see if this replay says the same thing. What the fuck? How on earth is this a home run? I'm really confused. Is he on top of that as well? What? That makes no sense. No. We got hosed. We got hosed big time. 9-1-2 for the MudCats.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
2 hits here early on. Mariners with 2 runs on 6 hits. Woo! Yeah.
There, she swings through it.
good late sink on that fastball.
Disgusting.
Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to.
Dude.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Luis Castillo is on it.
Then she grounds one to the right side, and it goes just foul.
And a 1-2. Inside and 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Bare minimum, it feels like we need to do some pitch count damage.
And
Make it
that's
full.
taken away.
Yep, attendance is not very good for the 4th place team in the AL West. Ground ball, base hit right side, lead off. Woman on to start the third here.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel.
We do suck a little bit, but hey, only 4.5 games out of the wild card.
Force some action with good wheels on the bases.
See what Evo can do.
Center fielder,
Having at bat with Evo here too. To swing blindly at first pitch. We had a lot of success at that. Lead off whoa man.
Get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
It is kind of a whoa man, just because holy shit, we got a leadoff man on. And just for Evo to ground into a double play.
There's one, and they turn the double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing.
Oh boy, second MudCats double play here early on. For once, it's tough to say this is MudCat Steel's fault.
Anthony Rock.
Into right field, that's too bad. Contact hitting Rock brother will get on, see what his brother can do. He's the one that grounded into the double play back in the first. Ooh, just down low.
Counts 1-0.
Even something just in the gap out there, get a run home.
And there's
2-0.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished.
Turbo Yoda due up next if Austin Rock will reach.
If you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Little jumpy. Little bit jumpy, and it's 2-1.
Next
Down
off,
3-1.
downstairs. Chris with that distraction.
23 home runs on the year. This is July 30th.
Well, if nothing
Here for the
else,
MudCats.
I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Chopper, it hits Castillo. Everybody's going to be safe.
Safe at first, and now after the play,
I can't believe he didn't spin around and get that. And remember, now this didn't hit him hard, but we do have injuries on in this franchise.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
First and second, 2 outs.
2 away, 2 on, the Turbo Yoda.
He's 0 for 1.
Damn.
And that one fouled off.
Yeah, it's something. I also want to go back to MLB 24 and figure out what swing I had Turbo Yoda on last year, because it wasn't this.
That's off the inside corner. And
1-1. I mean, we could try a double steal here. I don't really think it's worth it. Ground ball, base hit. No! Throw to first base. They got him.
Proof right there of why
J.P. Crawford.
and make everybody excited.
This Mariners infield. Oh, my Lord.
And we're back as we go.
Dude, Rowdy Tellez is 7 of 9 in this series.
There's a strike.
The former 30th round pick.
And that one missing low.
What the fuck?
Next offering is fouled back.
I already tied up one guy with a sweeper inside. Let's try and do that again. Nope.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
2-2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Mostly good pitches here for Steele.
Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you
Here
can
we
do
go.
with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take. by
Green
him.
2, got him looking.
He's notched 4
Down goes
strikeouts
Tellez.
Well, just a
Tough
beautiful
game.
fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there.
Fourth strikeout
The
from
hitter saw it
MudCat
all the
today.
way, coming from that
Here's
opposite
Jorge
arm angle. So
Polanco.
I gotta think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Lucky he's not 2 for 2 with two dongs here after a pitch like that. Hard hit, right to Rock.
On the ground a second.
Routine,
Pulls him off
and
the bag.
nothing's routine for this MudCats
Looked to
team.
me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish
With two
a good
dongs.
release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
Only got one
Runner
dong.
on at first with one gone. Here's the center fielder, Dominic Canzone.
Canzone.
And immediately pumps in a strike
Grounded into
to
a
the
double play
left-handed
his
hitter.
first time.
Outside low, and now it's even 1-1.
We got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
John Long,
Go over at first with 1 away.
swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. Now
Double play and now a strikeout for Canzone. Why does his helmet look so massive?
Teammate, when a guy's struggling like this, you don't know if you want to go up and
They have one of those
keep
minor league
swinging
helmets
or
on.
give him the space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's
Maybe it's just his face.
And you're just hoping that somehow, some way, it'll click.
JP
and he can
Crawford.
get out of this as quickly as possible.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. 0-1 now. And that is out of play.
Gotta say, I like what MudCats been able to do today.
0-2 now. And he
Chopper
grounds
to
one
Rock.
the right side. Rock
Will it end the inning?
tosses to
Yes.
first. That ends the frame.
2-run home run for Jorge Polanco is the difference so far. MudCats unable to break through. 5, 6, and 7. 2 up. As we head to the bottom of the 4th.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series
See what
has played
happened
out
in the
so far.
sim. Seattle blew us out in Game 1. Nashville with a 5-0 shutout in Game 2. Here in the rubber match, it is 2-0 Mariners.
That's in for a strike on the
I'll try,
outside
but
corner. 0-1.
dude, 150 strikeouts first in the American League. Only playing like 7, 8 games with this team. It's not even my fault necessarily.
This
Into
one is
right, that one's gonna get down. And not only that, it's gonna slice into the corner.
First heading for 2.
Lead off double.
Double.
I'd say that's doing something. 15th double of the season. That'll get you going. There's just so much space down over there. If I had the choice, I definitely would not have the foul territory be so large, but created stadium, it's what you get. Ashton to center field. And that one does get cut off in center, but it gets a run home, and it's 2-1. Slider leaks right over the middle of the plate. Nash just slices it.
Used the big part of the field. Everything was on time. She stayed
Good
balanced
stuff.
through the entire swing and just launched that one into center. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get her into motion.
So up next,
Steele.
Hayes.
Yeah, Steele's got real gas with his shit here.
Swings and misses. 1-1.
0-1.
I'll consider it, but no, probably not.
And that's in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
0-2.
Runner takes off.
Up high, throw down is a little wild.
Oh, she's safe.
Stolen base and a 1-2 count on Willie Mays Hayes.
No outs. Runner on second.
Oh, the fastball as well. I didn't think that was going to be something that worked out for us. Now 2-2 on Hayes.
2-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one's going to get down, and that could be real trouble. Off the wall and left. It's another double for the MudCats, and this game is tied.
Wasting no time.
Willie Mays
2
Hayes.
for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already.
Right center, not the triples alley it used to be. Back in MLB 24. I mean, shit. We were playing in the old ballpark. Willie Mays Hayes would probably have an inside the park home run every time he hit that gap. Here's Pat. Still nobody out.
Call
the ball.
Well, these players doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting
Pitch
for
number
the right
50
pitch
now.
to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good
2-0.
job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs
Castillo
across the
falling
score
off
as
a little
well.
bit here. Yeah, take that. That's fine.
It's 2-1 now.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board,
I don't know what to really look for with Pat.
Might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That one hit well. Right center field. Pat has driven one back off the wall.
The run comes in from
3 straight doubles for the MudCats. No, 2 straight doubles, single and a stolen base. But still, the point stands. MudCats are all over Luis Castillo right now. And the fact that that didn't bounce out of here is the crazy thing. 4 hits and 2 runs, well, 3 runs, before Castillo is recorded and out. Ooh,
big swing and a miss.
Thought that was going to come down a little farther. Flare into left. Pat's got to retreat.
Rosarena makes the grab, 1 away.
The Mariners do finally record an out here.
Front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
It's not even just me. Evo's 0 for 2 in the game, but 0 for 9 in the sim this series.
Fly ball right field.
Evo actually got some carry on that thing.
He makes the grab. Runner tags at second.
Pat will tag up to third.
He moves up with 2 gone.
Evo's ever going to hit a home run. I don't know what it's going to take, but
Stepping in, Anthony Rock. He's 2 for 2.
a productive out. Anthony Rock 2 for 2 today. Ball 1.
Pitch misses. Rock turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play. Now fly
Little
ball to right
blooper.
center.
A lot of air underneath that, though, and Canzone will get under it. 3-run inning for Nashville.
Over. 3 runs for him here, and they move
You
ahead.
take that.
They're headed to the 5th. The
2 runs on
MudCats
6 hits
have
for
the lead. 3-2.
Seattle. 3 runs on 9 with an error for the MudCats.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
We're mostly good. Top of the order due up here for the Mariners. I mean, eventually Matt Strom and Mason Miller will get bumped out of this this bullpen, but
Steele back to work.
we're pretty well filled up.
That one fouled off.
But some middle relief we'd take. Fouled away again by Rosarena. And the 0-2.
Ground ball.
Similar
left
result.
side. And foul ball.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak,
The 0-2.
but once the league gets a book on you, starts
Missed
attacking you
inside.
differently, things can shift in a
1 ball,
hurry.
2 strikes,
I'm
yeah.
interested to see
Okay
how
with
he
the
handles
waste
those
one.
adjustments.
Slow sweeper got him. Strikeout for MudCat.
Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way.
We're mostly good. We could use a little bit of middle relief only because those are the only 2 current MLB players left on this team. Everybody else is a chat
Moore
player.
Up next for the Mariners. And a strike right through there. That
So
one
a
is
solid
triple
bullpen
digits.
arm we'd take. About the only thing we can take at the moment. Oh, what a sweeper.
1 out, bases empty.
Dylan Moore with 1 away. In the
And
left.
that one is lifted in the air.
Moonwalking is Willie
Hauls
Mays
it in,
Hayes.
And there's 2 away. Now here is Victor Robles.
Problem, though, becomes
He's already
Victor
homered in this
Robles.
game.
I actually said that
First off,
Polanco
he's not
was
close.
the one with the home
2
run.
outs,
No, it was
bases
Robles.
empty.
Grounder to first. MudCats hold the lead here in the 5th inning. And now the bats will come back to the plate with a chance to extend it. 3, 4, and 5. Rock, Turbo Yoda, and myself do up.
Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitch
Holy
so
shit.
far this year.
Look at their MLB ranks. Oh my God. All one to Austin Rock.
You know, this group of hitters doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side.
2-0.
One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Fouled off. Yep. Should work just fine. Whoa.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
That'll fool you. Chopper over the head of Castillo. Oh, come on! Dude, this team's defense can quit at any time.
The designated hitter is Twitch.
This middle infield especially is absurd tonight.
And first
Fouled
offering
off.
is fouled off.
By the
All those
Turbo
numbers
Yoda.
mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at
That
point.
one, a
Line
screamer,
drive.
center field.
Kenzone
Five.
makes the grab on the run.
Wow.
I don't remember if the command is MudCats or whatever it is.
That was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of
No, that's not it
covering
either.
ground in a short amount of time.
There it is. Strike one
He's
in.
been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
That one's in there, and the count is 0-2.
All right, now
He can throw that sinker in middle of the plate all he wants. I'm probably never going to pull the trigger.
Umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be.
Swing and a
And
miss.
he got him. Strike 3.
1, 2,
and
3
that'll
go the
retire the
MudCats.
side.
To the 6th we go. MudCats still going strong. For the moment. Getting better as this game has progressed.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
And I mean, a month, or rather a day away from the month of August here in this franchise. The month of August back in MudCats franchise V1 was where this team got hot. Was able to secure a playoff berth. Cal Raleigh.
First pitch, and he just misses.
Okay,
Tighten things up a little bit.
give me Eli Abel. Might be a little bit early for Harry Dix, so let's go with Matt Strom. See ya.
In the air, right center. This
Big
is
dumper
Nash.
dong.
And
Oh my goodness, he hit the glove.
And we are all
Oh yeah,
tied up.
24th of the
It's
year
3-3.
for Cal Raleigh.
That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. That's as big as it gets right
I don't
there.
know if
Takes
anybody
advantage of
ever
a
did
mistake.
that.
That is an ultimate. Here it is.
He didn't even hit it in the glove. He hit it right at the target. Yeah, hit it here. He did.
Next is the
He fucking bullseye this shit. Did he really? I need to know. This is... No, not quite. Not quite.
beady first
Good
baseman.
lord,
Luke
no.
Raley.
Still. Good
That
ball
one
in for a
finds the
strike.
zone, and that's strike one.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Try and carve him up here.
Got him looking. And he's up to seven.
Can't imagine that's what he wanted to do there.
After this one, that was his third strikeout.
7th strikeout for MudCats Steel.
So he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find
Rowdy
a way
Tellez
just to be
with
more
one gone.
competitive up there at the plate.
Tellez
Got the edge.
with one down, takes the strike. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Line drive, bobbled. On to first base. He beat out
Gets it
Tellez.
himself. Quick recovery
Two
from the
away.
misplay pays off for the out.
I'm amazed they even give Rowdy 7 speed.
So up next, Jorge Polanco, 1 for 2. Polanco, a former All-Star, a member
here's
of the
Jorge
1,000 hit
Polanco.
Club. He joined the team as a free agent.
Foul
Foul
off.
ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
0-2.
Next
Curveball.
offering down
No
to the
good.
dirt.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage
1 and
against
2.
mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Oh,
It's
he
even up.
held up. And I could not tell you how.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
You can do pretty much whatever you want to do on that. Taken for strike 3. Wasn't meant to be a backdoor slider, but that's what it was.
One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run.
Big dumper.
We're tied now with 3
Drives one
apiece.
out of here.
It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
It was only a matter of time before Cal Raleigh got us.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Trent Thornton.
Should be a good first matchup for him
Number
here. He's been
46.
doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season.
So Trent
They've had a
Thornton
lot of
takes
trouble
over
squaring him
for Luis Castillo.
Ziegler digs in now. A walk. and
Night
she's
has
also
fallen
singled.
here in Nashville.
That's in there. It's 0-1. Meanwhile,
Rash
activity
and
in the
Spire
bullpen.
also
Matt
warming up for
Rash
Seattle.
Getting loose out there. Spire also getting ready. The 0-1. The shortstop
didn't get
takes
it.
the ball.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike.
I wonder
at
if
the
Thornton's
knees, and
glasses
doesn't
are
seem
supposed
too
to look
convinced
like
by
that.
the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Straight
Oh, wow.
to the outside corner. And it's 1-2.
Well, staying away from Ash here, that's for damn sure. Went around on
Swing and
it?
a miss. Struck her out. Raleigh whips
I
it
feel
to
like
first.
that animation
Leadoff hitter
especially
retired
looks
in the
like
6th.
like you check and then just drop the bat. Like, oh, fuck, they got me.
Willie
The right
Hayes.
fielder.
He's one of the faster guys just by pure
Willie
sprint
Mays
speed
Hayes.
in the majors. To third.
Not going to beat
Moore.
that out.
Slings to first. in
2 away
time.
here in the 6th.
Now
Not
batting.
necessarily a
Pitcher.
shock.
Patrick Vick. He's
Pat.
been a great free agent side. Pitch
Inside
misses
ball.
inside, and that is
Yeah.
ball 1.
For sure. What the fuck? Dude, that sweeper.
2 down, nobody on.
Went 5-hole on the
Here at bottom
bullpen
of
catcher.
6th.
Fouled off
Fly
again,
ball
went to
down
the slider.
line, and that's a foul ball.
Hey, there's progress.
Caught on and missed, struck him out. And a nice inning of work.
Oh,
there.
yeah. Well, I
Down,
hope Trent
1,
Thornton
2,
is
3.
only a
6 innings are in
one-inning
the
type of
books.
guy.
Score holds at 3-3.
You need to stop with that sweeper anytime.
We go to the top of the
Leading off for
7th.
Seattle,
Now
the
here
center
is
fielder,
Dominic
number 8.
Canzone.
78 pitches in for MudCats Steel. We could go a little longer.
And first pitch fastball.
Bottom of the order,
for a
so
strike.
don't see a reason to not.
Try to get him to chase on a changeup that time.
1-1.
Swing and a miss as he was late that
Your
time.
Canzone has just been fooled all day.
Fights that
Rocket
one away.
foul.
Still 1-2.
Still pretty badly fooled, but well. 1-2. Got a piece of that somehow. Ground ball to Rock.
Sends it to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh.
The batter, number
So
3.
digging in, J.P. Crawford.
Crawford is 0 for 2 tonight,
And a foul
which is
ball.
a little surprising. Usually his bat is something else against me. But he's made up for that with some crazy
And a foul
defense.
ball.
That just went foul. New piece of lumber. Why is this Evo's ball?
Coming on. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
That's a really nice catch on the run right there. He
Now
saved
batting.
extra
Left
bases for
fielder,
sure.
Randy.
If the pitcher's
Jesus
in front,
Christ.
He'll give him a second to
Playing
catch his
deep
breath
out there.
before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
I just can't go back a couple 20 feet. Oh, jeez.
Rosarena stands in now and watches strike 1.
I think we might need to put that sweeper in the bag.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Try a curveball, or it's just going to drop down.
Curve in the dirt.
Well, that's kinda
Rosarena
what
would
you
not
expect
chase.
in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Uh-oh. Rocket to third base.
And that'll end the inning.
7
Nobody left
innings for
Seattle.
MudCats
Score
steal.
remains tied at 3.
3 runs allowed. See if 9-1-2 can push across another run here. Get him in line for the win.
Now pitching for
Matt
Seattle.
Brash on to pitch out of
Number
the pen here.
47.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man.
So we'll see Matt
One of the better
Brash.
ones in the game, I'd say spin rate's very high.
Leads with his sliders. Got a good fastball. Slurve as well.
Guy leading things off and takes a strike.
Going to 1 for 2 tonight. Leadoff single earlier today.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike
No
2.
balls, 2 strikes.
Just out in front of that. Nope.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
One, 2.
Heading down
Went to the front
line.
door.
Nobody can
Ah.
get there, and it's a foul ball.
Good job to foul that off, though. It's a powerful slider. I was thinking fastball. Hadn't thrown it yet.
Just a great slider right there, and I think the key for pitchers
Evo 0 for
and
3
what
tonight.
hitters don't want to see is if
At
a
the
pitcher
top of the
misses
order.
with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone
Inside,
rather
ball
than
1.
in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
2-0.
Not even
2-0.
close there. And now 2-0.
Not showing great.
be working
command
around
so
him as the
far
only
this
left-hander
at-bat.
in our
2-0
order.
count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
Contact just not there, which is shocking given he's got 84. There you go.
And that's ripped into left. Base hit.
Got another chance at it.
Is on base.
Evo's first hit of the night.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability.
First
to
hit for the MudCats in a
travel,
while.
Go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from
See
that.
what Rocks-
But so
well,
far,
what
I've
the
seen him stay
Rocks can do.
consistent with his pregame preparation.
And the batter now, Anthony Rock.
Are there
And
MVP
that one
chance
fouled off.
ever so slightly for Rock? Is that what I heard? Into
Line
center.
drive.
That one is sinking. No! Oh, I thought for sure that was getting down. I thought it had the sink, but it was hit so hard. Center fielders came in and got it.
We look ahead to inning number 8, all tied up at 3 apiece.
I was sitting there thinking that we were screwed at second base, so I sent Evo to second.
Now the number 2 hitter, Dylan Moore.
We will bring on, I guess, Eli Abel.
Eli Abel
High
takes
game.
over on the mound.
Closer of the future, but here in year 1.
So he relies on
Sitting
getting
here
that
in
soft
middle relief.
contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the ball.
I haven't pitched with Eli very much.
And there's a strike on the outside corner.
And coming from MudCats Steel, gonna be hell a location, if you will.
This one chopped on the ground, but
Fouled away by Moore. That slider doesn't do anything. Let's try this nasty pitch. He got a piece of that, but foul.
But it kicks foul.
He doesn't have a four-seamer? That's trouble. Oh, you are kidding me. Look at how long this was in the air. Dylan Moore's third of the year.
Third home run of the season, and the Mariners have the lead. It's 4-3. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot
Wow.
of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just
How
don't
the
have
fuck do you
pop
go
to
down
do
and hit that with
probably
power?
just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got
So
great
much for
extension
that.
on the follow through to drive it out of here.
Robles on the ground to Ash. Got a better chance at this one.
Sends it across the
One away.
first out in the top of the 8th.
The batter.
Beat down an infield single that he did ground to Ash early on. And here's one of the 3 Mariners home run hitters, Cal Raleigh. Blasted the hit it here sign out there in right center. Raleigh
And it's
2
foul
for
away.
3, including that home run.
One down, base is empty. Misses outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
What does this slider even do?
Just-
Not much!
Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. A little slider action.
Oh, jeez.
Sharp grounder, that's
Well,
through
it stayed in the
for a base hit.
ballpark. Be honest, it's a bit of a
So man aboard
surprise.
now with one away.
That might have been,
Couldn't have timed it up.
might have
any
broke
better
just
than that.
just
It
low.
was
No,
simple.
no, it was middle.
Middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And
Third hit of the
there's no one
night
there to
for
knock it
Raleigh.
down.
Raley in the box
And that
now.
two-seamer
No
ain't
balls and
doing
a strike.
anything. Grounder,
Down to third, might be
backing
2.
up,
Goes to
could be
second for
2.
one.
It is.
What a quick killing to end the inning.
Dylan Moore will give the
Mariners
Mariners
pick
the
up a run
lead
thanks
here,
to this
4-3.
solo homer.
Look
It's now
at
a
how far
4-3
down he
ball game.
goes.
Back after this on the show.
Not even really a mistake
Back now,
pitch.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll.
We
into
drove
the
it out
bottom of the
anyway.
8th. Game Spire.
Now, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
3, 4,
Why would you
5,
ever
for
bring
the
on a
home team.
left-hander
Leading off, Austin.
when you're not facing Evo?
1 for 3. That one down the
That is foul.
line, and that goes foul.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
What the fuck?
And fouled off.
Why am I so late? I mean, I get he's got 88 on that changeup, but whoa.
Looking. And a key out leading off the bottom of the 8th.
Pretty big strikeout right there.
Yay.
Inning, down one. Any leadoff base runner really
Gabe
makes this
Spire
inning
with
a
some
bit
corner
more
paint.
interesting.
Gets a
But now this offense
strikeout.
has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together.
Turbo
to get a
Yoda.
run across the plate.
Next to hit, his dudeness, the dude. Swinging a
He
foul
has
back,
not
and that's out of
made
play.
a real
Holding
mistake
on to a
yet. That's the
one-run
closest
lead in
thing
the bottom half
to
of the
it.
8th inning.
Foul.
Thought that slider was staying up. It didn't.
Ball one there. It's getting squeezed a little bit
One
here
ball,
late.
2 strikes to count.
Don't deserve it, but we've got it.
Out to short.
Chopper.
Crawford.
Fastball low and away.
Plenty of time to
Two
first.
gone.
And that quickly, 2 away.
Those plays can be tricky. They're
Now
routine,
back.
but that doesn't
First
mean it's
baseman,
always going to be
Jordan.
smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And
Might
here's
be
the
our
first
last chance
baseman,
at some
Jordan
power, depending on
T.
who the closer for the Mariners is.
Late swing foul.
Dude, why am I so late? I don't get it. He doesn't have that much.
Late with the swing there.
Very solid inning.
I mean, that one at least made sense. I was late on 93. Of course I'm late on 95.
Exactly what they were looking for.
And that
In
is
the dirt, 1 and
downstairs.
2.
Now 1 and 2.
Recognize
I'm
that
throwing a bad
changeup right
pitch in
out
the
of the
inning.
hand. Just spit on it.
And
That's ball
downstairs.
He's trying to stay down in the zone,
Two
but the
balls,
hitter just
2
will not
strikes.
chase. Now back in a 2-2 count.
2 and
He's
2.
gonna have to go to something else to get him out.
Knocks that one
Dude,
away,
I
and
went
we'll do
from
again.
so late on 93 to that far
Lefty
out in
continues
front
to work, but the closer getting loose in the
on
bullpen.
92.
Struck him out looking.
Fun! We're having fun.
And we're back.
Leading
And
off
now
for
it's
the
Rowdy
Mariners, the
Tellez.
designated hitter,
Can Eli Abel even go
Tellez.
2 innings? I guess we're going to find out.
Back to work. And first off,
Tellez
is
foul.
fouled off. Abe, in his rookie season, only 18 years old, and he was born in Canada. And it's strike 2.
For once, the two-seamer did something.
And that one is downstairs. And the count 1 and 2.
1 and 2 on Tellez.
That's
Yeah,
not
there
it.
is. What the
Missed
fuck?
the zone, but I don't think
Right
he
in
missed
behind
his
home
spot.
plate
That was a
is
good
all of a
pitch for 2
sudden
strikes.
very full. Check swing.
2-2,
Did
it's a
not
check swing. Now an
go.
appeal to third. And
3
he goes back
straight
according to Ricky
balls.
Halladay. That one
And a
misses.
4, well,
So lead
4
off
straight
walk.
pitches missed the
That's a
zone
tough one to
after
swallow
we
right
had
there if you're on
Tellez
the
down
mound.
0-2.
You're head in the count 0-2, and you just
So
couldn't
we're going
find
to
a
bring
way.
in Matt
Here comes the
Strom.
manager out of the dugout.
Pitcher.
Well, new pitcher will be the lefty Matt Strom.
Wrong.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him
Just
right
missed
here.
high.
Got to do his best to keep the score right
Polanco
where it
1
is.
for 3.
No need to offer at that pitch.
Haven't
until
been
you
able
get
to see
2
Strom
strikes. It's
too
just
much
a
yet.
Low percentage of success when you want to try to go.
Got that
after
cutter
that
in
down
there.
and away pitch.
The MudCats legend from MLB 24.
Fouls it
Foul.
off.
Dude,
Still 1 and 2.
so far out in front.
Outside
2
with
and
the breaking
2.
ball. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Ground ball.
left
Could
side,
be
could
2.
1 and
Rocks
2.
throwback.
Not in time.
The call not in
It's a
time. I
fielder's
think they
choice.
might be right.
Now batting, the center fielder, Dominic Canzone.
Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners.
Felt like Rock took a while to get that ball out of the glove.
Check swing, called strike.
0-1's the
So
count.
now
The
Canzone.
base runner at first with 1 out. Next offering upstairs.
I mean, you got to have a good eye against Strom. Not so much on that one there for Canzone.
That one missed.
Would not chase. Still 2-2. Got him. Rough night for Dominic Canzone.
Wipeout slider below the zone right
Two
here.
away.
Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's
So
just
here's
that
J.P.
break
Crawford.
that fools you and kind of makes you look
Hey.
sick.
Crawford in the box with 2
I'll leave
gone,
that over there
and
again.
Takes a look at a called strike.
Grounder,
Hot
third
shot to
base.
third.
To the bottom of the ninth
First
we
to
go.
first
The
time.
MudCats down a
And that
run.
is that. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. 6, 7,
What
8
you gonna
scheduled
do?
to start the bottom of the ninth.
Ash, Willie Mays,
Seattle
Hayes,
leads it 1-4
and
to 3.
Pat are due up in the ninth.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Andres Munoz.
Andres Munoz is 35 of 40.
Number 75.
So this game has gone to plan more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it
Base
up.
runner changes everything.
Ziegler in the box now, takes strike 1.
Oh, Jesus, the American League leader in saves. Don't let that scare you. Check swing.
Check swing,
Did
appeal
not
to
go.
first. No swing, just held it back there.
Slider break on that was so late.
1-run game, bottom 9.
Dude.
Swing, and she went
3 straight
1 ball,
sliders.
2.
That's in for a strike anyway. And especially those two on the inside are just so tough.
And
Missed
that's
again,
outside.
2 and 2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close.
Every single one of these pitches
as
has been
it
good.
gets.
Do it
Still
again.
2 and 2 after the foul ball.
Foul off 99. Just knew that eventually we had to be ready for that.
And that
Oh!
just misses.
We catch a break. Look at pitches 2, 4, and 6.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he
His
should
slider
have
is
looked
flat
at
out
it.
unfair.
Let's get composure right
He-
there.
they're-
Find a way to come back with
Depending
another
on where they're
pitch to get
located, they're
this
2
swing
different
and miss.
pitches. One doesn't move, one just
He's
burns
2 outs
down,
away.
and then the other
Down the
one
plate.
has such late break that you can't do anything about it.
Check swing. Did he go?
I've
Yes,
seen
he did.
one pitch in the inning that
Speed
isn't
off
a
the
slider.
bases.
Next pitch
got a ball,
misses
Dude.
way outside.
Dude. I still just can't believe being able to throw a triple-digit fastball, be like, nah, slider.
1 down, base is empty.
2 and 1
2 and 1.
on Hayes. Grounder.
On the ground to short.
Now he's got great speed, but it jumped into the glove of J.P. Crawford. Dude, it's a slow ground ball. What do you mean that hit something that bounced up
It needed to be made.
like waist high? I swear on J.P. here. What happened? It's just rolling. It's just rolling, and then it just jumps up.
Team.
2 away here in the ninth.
Vic up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
Well, an
2-0.
interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring
At 1
the
for 3
game-winning
tonight.
run
The
to
last
plate.
chance for Nashville.
2-0 to Cal. Here it comes.
3-0.
Big pitch coming right here.
We don't even have a
Last thing he
lefty
wants
to
do is
try
put
and
the tying run
put
on
into
base,
this
but
game.
He can't groove one either.
He walked
4-pitch
it,
walk.
and that will keep things going.
He did
We
not
will,
take the bat
however.
off his
I feel like we
shoulder
have
the
to have
entire
somebody
bat.
worth a damn
2
speed-wise.
outs, runner on first. Here's the third baseman.
Looking like it's going to be
Jordan
Sauce
Dodd.
Castillo.
Making a
Pinch
move at
run.
first. Coming in as the pinch runner.
Sally
Saul
Perez will
Castillo.
enter at catcher if we are able to tie this game up.
In there for strike 1.
Well, in this situation, the
0-1
hitter
for count.
knows that she's got to find a pitch that she can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So
Oh,
If she can't
I think
do
that's
that,
the first
keep the line
sinker
low
I've seen
or
this inning.
just a base hit, but you got to stay within
MudCats
yourself.
down to their final strike.
This could end it.
And a plunked batter.
Had 2 strikes on her.
Oh, no.
Now batting.
Getting ready to
Evo could tie this game with one of his patented singles. And he grounds out to shortstop.
To second, Polanco out to end it. And they strand the
Right swing,
go-ahead
right
run
pitch.
to earn the win.
Bad spot. MudCats drop another one.
Tied run at second, the winning run at first just couldn't come through with the big hit. On the other side, close out the win.
This is year 1. A lot of games have gone like this, and it continues, but MudCats are an August team. I guess we'll see what they do in the sim. And we don't have a lot of divisional games in the month of August either, so really going to power through that month primarily.